It had been a while that I wanted to share with you thoughts on a philosophical approach that has significantly impacted my understanding of life and resilience. This philosophy is Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy that flourished in the late 3rd century BC and has offered guidance through its practical principles for centuries. Stoicism, to me, represents a pinnacle of personal wisdom and a path to tranquility amidst turmoil. The Stoics, much like the philosopher Schopenhauer in his uniqueness, presented a powerful and personal worldview, advocating for a life of virtue in accordance with nature and reason. Like Schopenhauer's critique of his contemporary philosophical landscape, the Stoics were critical of the excesses and moral decay of their times. They stood apart in their commitment to a philosophy that was not just theoretical, but deeply practical, aimed at improving the individual's life and resilience against the vicissitudes of fate. Stoicism teaches acceptance of what we cannot change, striving to maintain an inner peace and equanimity in the face of life's inevitable hardships and challenges. In sharing this, I wish to highlight the enduring relevance of Stoic philosophy as a guide for personal conduct and inner peace. Its principles of virtue, resilience, and rationality offer a timeless framework for navigating life's challenges, much as Schopenhauer's philosophy has illuminated the complexities of human existence and the pursuit of understanding. This deep dive into Stoicism, paralleled with the unique insights of Schopenhauer, enriches our understanding of how ancient wisdom can guide us in the modern era. Stoicism, with its focus on inner peace, rationality, and virtue, offers not just a philosophy, but a way of life that fosters resilience in the face of adversity. It teaches us the value of focusing on what is within our control, encouraging a form of emotional intelligence that is profoundly liberating. The Stoic practice of reflecting on one's thoughts and actions aligns closely with the introspective nature of Schopenhauer's philosophy, although their foundations and conclusions diverge in significant ways. Moreover, the Stoic practice of daily contemplation and mental exercises, such as premeditation of future adversities, premeditatio malorum, cultivates a resilience that enables one to face life's challenges with equanimity. This proactive approach to mental and emotional preparation has parallels in Schopenhauer's advocacy for aesthetic contemplation as a means to transcend the suffering inherent in human life. However, Stoicism's pragmatic and active engagement with the world provides a contrasting perspective to Schopenhauer's more contemplative and often resigned stance towards life's suffering. In embracing Stoicism, we find a philosophy that not only helps us navigate the challenges of the external world, but also invites us to look inward, fostering a sense of contentment and peace that is not contingent on external circumstances. This internal focus is a point of convergence with Schopenhauer's philosophy, where the emphasis is also placed on the inner life of the individual. Yet, Stoicism offers a more hopeful and socially engaged philosophy, emphasizing the power of human agency and the importance of community and ethical living. The enduring appeal of Stoicism lies in its capacity to provide timeless wisdom that speaks to the human condition across ages. As we reflect on the teachings of Stoic philosophers alongside the insights of Schopenhauer, we are reminded of the diverse paths to understanding the complexities of life and finding meaning amidst its trials. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, resilience, and rationality, serves as a beacon of light, guiding us towards a life of purpose, integrity, and inner peace. In the same vein of exploring the profound and the unfathomable within the realm of philosophy, let's pivot this discussion towards Stoicism, while maintaining the context established by Schopenhauer's discourse on representation, space, time, and the will. Stoicism introduces the concept of focusing on the present, a notion that resonates with Schopenhauer's emphasis on the moment as the only true reality within the world of representation. Stoics argue that our power lies in the present, in our current thoughts, actions, and responses to the external world. This aligns with the idea that the past and the future are beyond our control, and thus, our mental representations of them should not dictate our peace of mind or happiness. In this way, Stoicism and Schopenhauer both highlight the significance of the present moment, though for slightly different philosophical reasons. Stoicism also teaches the importance of accepting what we cannot change, much like the acceptance of the will's influence in Schopenhauer's philosophy. However, Stoicism places a greater emphasis on the individual's agency within the constraints of what is natural and inevitable, encouraging a proactive engagement with life through the cultivation of virtue rather than detachment or resignation. In drawing parallels between the two philosophies, it becomes evident that both Stoicism and Schopenhauer's thoughts challenge us to confront our perceptions of time, existence, and our place within the cosmos. While Stoicism provides a framework for living a virtuous life aligned with nature and reason, Schopenhauer's exploration of the will invites a contemplation of the deeper, often incomprehensible forces that shape our existence. Both philosophies, in their own ways, guide us towards a deeper understanding of the present moment as a space for action, acceptance, and insight into the nature of reality. Thus, in reflecting on Stoicism in the context of Schopenhauer's discourse, we are reminded of the timeless quest for wisdom and the various paths philosophy offers us to navigate the complexities of existence. Whether through the Stoic practice of living according to nature and reason, or Schopenhauer's contemplative acknowledgement of the will, we are invited to explore the depths of our being and the world around us, finding serenity and purpose in the eternal present. Transitioning this Schopenhauerian perspective into the Stoic context involves reframing the concepts of representation, will, and the underlying nature of reality in a way that resonates with Stoic philosophy. In Stoicism, the focus shifts from Schopenhauer's emphasis on the will and representation to the ideas of perception, reason, and the natural order of the world. In the Stoic view, the world of representation can be likened to our perceptions of the world around us. Stoics believe that our perceptions are not the reality itself, but our interpretation of events and things based on our judgments and beliefs. Hence, akin to Schopenhauer's representation, Stoic thought suggests that what we see and experience is merely the surface, the external appearance of things. However, Stoicism encourages us to look beyond these appearances to understand the nature of things as they truly are, aligning with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature and reason. For Stoics, the equivalent of Schopenhauer's will might be considered the logos, or the rational, organizing principle of the universe. The logos is omnipresent and governs the cosmos, ensuring its orderly function. Unlike Schopenhauer's will, which is beyond comprehension and representation, the Stoic logos is accessible through reason and can be aligned with through virtuous living. The logos represents the deep, underlying reality of all things, akin to the underwater depths in Schopenhauer's ocean analogy, but in Stoicism, this depth is not inaccessible. Through the use of reason, humans can comprehend the logos and live in harmony with it. Stoicism teaches that our true power lies in our ability to use reason to shape our perceptions, judgments, and actions. This resonates with Schopenhauer's idea that we cannot directly know the will, but Stoicism offers a more optimistic view. We can align ourselves with the natural order, logos, through virtue and reason. Regarding the analogy of seduction and the pursuit of desires, Stoicism would approach this from the perspective of understanding desires and passions as natural, but emphasizing the importance of controlling them through virtue and rational judgment. Stoicism would see the process of seduction not necessarily as hypocrisy, but as an expression of natural desires that need to be guided by wisdom and self-control. The Stoic approach to such human behaviors is rooted in the understanding that while we may be driven by certain natural inclinations, our ultimate goal should be to live a life of virtue in harmony with reason and the common good. Thus, translating Schopenhauer's philosophy into a Stoic context involves shifting the focus from the inaccessibility of the underlying will and the inevitability of representation to the empowerment of the individual through the use of reason and virtue to understand and align with the natural order of the world. This Stoic reinterpretation emphasizes personal agency, ethical living, and the pursuit of wisdom as the means to achieve tranquility and fulfillment. Thank you for watching.